Welcome to It's the Muppet Show podcast. I'm Heather.
I'm Jason.
Today we're watching Season 1, Episode 4 with our very special guest star, Ruth Buzzi. This episode originally aired on October 11th, 1976.
Yeah, so Ruth Buzzi. I don't really know her.
Oh my god, she has a huge IMDb. This woman acted her face off.
Yep. I'm aware of Laugh-In.
Mm-hmm.
And outside of a show that I used to watch that she was on after I stopped watching it, I'm not aware of her.
What are you talking about?
She was on Sesame Street.
Oh, she was like big on Sesame Street.
Yeah, but that was in the 90s.
Yep.
And she basically came on in 93, the year we graduated high school.
Yeah, not really into Sesame Street at that age. Playing Ruthie. She played Ruthie a lot. She did a lot of voice acting. So big character. She was the only female that was on every single episode of Laugh-In. She was kind of that counterbalance to the bombshell Goldie Hawn. She specialized in that ugly lady.
Spinster is how she was described.
Exactly.
Yes.
I wrote down a lot of her characters. There's Mrs. Miller, names that start with Ma.
There's a
Maddie,
Gladys is her
there's
most.
A Gladys.
That's her most famous character.
Yeah, Gladys, Mabel, those sort of names.
She was continually harassed by dirty old man Tyrone. I pulled that from
God.
I believe Wikipedia. That was Gladys's main.
She was harassed by Tyrone.
A dirty old man. Yes.
Huh.
Well, that's Laugh-In.
Yeah.
But yeah, she
also
was
like widow so and so, Ma so and so. Like those are the types of characters. Frequently like a hairnet, center hair part, not in that cool millennial way.
right.
Just specializing in the person that gets kicked.
Sure.
However, what she was doing in 1975, around the time that this was likely filmed, would have been a Sid and Marty Krofft number.
Ooh.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You got my attention.
Now we're talking.
Right.
She was on Lost Saucer, which was like 16 episodes.
Oh my
It wasn't
God.
one of the bigger ones, but she and Jim Neighbors.
A very near future guest on the Muppet Show. Okay.
So they played these android aliens that came to Earth in a saucer and picked up this boy and his babysitter and was like, hey, let's go for a joyride. And then, things go awry and they end up lost in space and time. And they go through various different iterations of Earth trying to get the kid and the babysitter back to the Earth they know.
That is obviously a Sid and Marty Krofft show because I got confused halfway through your explanation of it, man.
But you have to imagine that,
check it out, regardless.
They weren't filming in London, but you have to imagine that anything that Sid and Marty Krofft are doing, Jim Henson is very aware of, and they're trading
stashes.
Yeah, they're trading stashes, including Ruth Buzzi.
Okay, well, let's just try to keep this tight. Other than Ruth Buzzi, this is Jerry Nelson's first credited episode, where he plays Floyd Pepper, Paul, a pig, one of the Whatnots, and one of the houses in the house sketches. Mm-hmm. And this is also the first episode not to feature Gonzo, other than in this opening montage here.
His gong show.
His gong work. Where this time, Gonzo is actually pulled up into the rafters as he's about to hit the gong. Right off the bat here, we have exactly what I'm looking for in the Muppet Show. We have the Electric Mayhem. And they're doing Sunny, which is amazing. And the bit in this one is also amazing. Where, it's a mellow track. It's
And what does Animal not like? Animal does not like mellow tracks.
No, it's too slow. And he constantly increases the tempo as pretty much verse by verse. He just ups the ante.
Faster!
By the end, he is just going straight ham on those drums. But this is an awesome song. I like it performed by the Electric Mayhem. Mm-hmm. I also like the Bobby Hebe version, which debuted in 1963. Out of the top 100 songs of the century, this is number 25.
I feel like there's like radio stations, like oldies radio stations, they're like Sunny 101.5, and then they play this song.
Sunny. Yesterday my life was filled with rain. So, and again with the gel lights, the crowd is going ape shit.
I like it.
Okay, so backstage,
Nice
the
job,
backstage bit in this one.
Oh, the wind up.
Yeah, the wind up. So Scooter comes in with this huge crate. He cracks this bad boy open. What's in it? It's a wind up Kermit.
Yeah.
It's basically a mechanical wind up TV host. Okay? I'm getting a lot of, you know what? I'm picking up a lot of Constantine vibes from this, this automaton Kermit. So that was the quick backstage right there, and now we're at the dance. So it's a pretty standard at the dance. We got a lot of one-liners here. I think we still have the warped piggy voice.
I think it might.
We need to, give me the piggy voice. I need to hear if it's real or not. No, that's the bad piggy voice.
Yeah, that's not a great one.
I don't like Seattle. I like the Frank Oz. I'm more. I know Frank Oz as Piggy's voice.
I'm not a Piggy fan overall, but that is the Piggy voice.
Oh, hot take! I didn't know you were not a Piggy fan.
I mentioned it in episode 1.
I didn't listen to episode. So basically, the main pull through this at the dance line is this blue freckle has 3 feet.
Oh, gosh.
All right, Statler tells Waldorf that
I
he's going to
this
stretch
from a
his
kid.
legs, but Animal agrees to stretch them for him. And he just goes
straight up remember that from being a kid.
Oh my god, torture style on his legs.
Don't know why.
Wow.
No. Oh, and a nice classic mirror with your... Constantine does this as well.
Constantine, that's why I'm getting the
This is a
Constantine.
big
Imagine
Constantine
I see a
vibe.
mole on this automaton.
So they're miming each other in the mirror. So
Yeah, but
the wind up is trying not to get caught.
It's a bit as
Classic.
old as time. Most
It's-
people mention the Marx Brothers.
Yeah, I was gonna say that
Yes.
has to go back to silent movies. Really.
The film Duck Soup.
Oh, really?
So
America?
we have Sam the Eagle here. Of course, you see Sam, you know what's coming, Wayne and Wanda.
Wayne.
Wayne and Wanda. And they're singing Row, Row, Row.
Your boat?
No, just Row, Row, Row. It's a pretty standard Wayne and Wanda bit, outside the fact that they actually get to, sing a little bit longer than normal.
I was gonna say I want to know what the shortest and longest Wayne and Wanda bits are.
Without a spreadsheet in front of me,
It's fine.
I'm gonna put my money.
On this
it's
being the
betting
longest?
season with March Madness. I'm
All
gonna
right.
put my money on. This is the longest. Yeah, what do they have? Like 15 seconds max? Mm-hmm. For good reason.
And then just the boat sinks for no reason.
So we get a Muppet News Flash. This time the Muppet Newsman reports on the Atlantic Ocean being kidnapped and how the kidnappers demand 2 Christmases every year and a hug from their mommy every night.
And 500 something.
So-
Wow, a lot of demands.
Newark, again, going back to the 70s thing, there was a lot of kidnapping, hostage taking.
There were definitely some hostages.
Hijackings. I mean, that's...
Okay,
pretty
see,
hot
is this
for the
not
time.
Gonzo's outfit?
No, that is Kermit's burgundy tuxedo.
Okay, but it's different than
Gonzo's rumpled.
burgundy tuxedo.
It's rumpled.
Okay.
Gonzo's.
Oh,
So,
and this is...
we got Ruth Buzzi, and how would you describe that outfit? She's like a maiden. but
she's a
like
maiden pope.
Joan of Arc.
It's a like Renaissance outfit with a pope hat.
She's got a pope hat. She's
Playing,
got
hanging out with Sweetums.
she's got a flask or
A flagon?
a flagon of mead for a flagon.
I mean, this is really good. It's a good time
When
period
else
for
would I
Sweetums.
ever be able to say flagon? I don't play enough D&D, so.
No.
But they're singing "Can't Take My Eyes Off You," which was a song made famous by Frankie Valli, from the Four Seasons.
Yeah.
From 1967. It was actually written by Frankie's bandmate from the Four Seasons. It was Frankie Valli's biggest solo hit until he hit number 1 in 1975. Yeah.
So this devolves into this, like, she's throwing herself at Sweetums, but then they also start fighting during it.
Yeah.
But she's a spry and tiny woman.
Yeah, she's really jumping on him. Yeah, she's really attacking him.
Yeah.
And there's this kind of constant through line with the Muppets that I've noticed.
A lot of sexual harassment.
Oh, well, then, and when the females are attacking the male Muppets, the Muppets like it.
Oh.
The male Muppets like to be beat upon by their
yeah,
female
they're into that.
co-stars.
But he's also beating the crap out of her.
Just stomped her in the guts.
How does this not have a
he
warning?
keeps-
Violence against women.
Well, I mean, it's all for fun. Oh my
It's all
God.
for fun.
You just
To the moon, Alice.
It's very much the to the moon. He's got her in a suplex here.
She's
Like a
so
Boston
small. I mean,
Crab or
Sweetums is
something?
big, but she is so small.
She's a tiny woman. Yo, he just had her in the DDT, Jake the Snake style. Oh my God. I mean, I like
Now she's
Sweetums though.
now
What do you
she's just
feel-
breaking a chair
Okay,
over his
yeah.
head.
Oh yeah.
I love
This
it.
is like WWF. She's just like a cage
Yeah.
match. She just smashed a chair over his
and she
head.
just blew him over.
Oh my God.
Yeah,
Mouth
that's
of
my
the
kind of
South,
woman.
Jimmy Hart.
She just beat him over the head with a chair, and his response was, "That's my kind of woman."
See, that's what I'm saying. They
Yeah,
like
no,
it.
I'm
The
totally with you.
Muppets like it.
Yeah, the Muppets are a weird bunch.
Okay, so, I got to slow down after that. I got worked up
okay,
by
we're gonna-
Ruth Buzzi.
Have some existential depression with Rolf.
Well, this is the UK spot.
What does that mean, by the way?
Yeah, I'm glad you asked.
Thanks.
So, when this aired in the UK, the BBC or whatever network it played on, they have shorter commercial breaks. So they have more time to play
So
Muppet stuff.
Rolf was there, like, little
Not
bonus
always.
footage.
Not always. Yeah, because I forget what the last UK spot was, but
Also
it's normally
Rolf.
a music. Was it? Okay.
It was the Sherlock Holmes.
This was the UK spot. And it's and he's singing "I Never Harmed an Onion," which is it's a weird like parody pun-filled song.
About vegetables.
Not just about, but just about. I mean,
Mostly about vegetables.
he mentions Easter eggs, but Steve
And
Allen,
artichokes.
the comedian, originally recorded this in 1955. Yeah, it's just the Muppets love their little puns and parodies and whatnot. And I'd be I will also mention that this appeared on Ralph's Ralph the Dog Old Brown Ears is Back album, which was
nice.
released in 1993.
Wow.
Standards.
Okay, so this is where I start not liking Ruth Buzzi.
This is the talk spot.
She wants to chew the fat. It's like all fat jokes. It's so fat phobic.
Was that like kind of a thing, like body image?
I mean,
was
it's
big
it's
in the
the
70s,
problem
or-
that
it's always big.
yeah, it was a problem that was drilled into a lot of young girls in the 70s and 80s, and making fun of fat kids. I believe that we have the closed caption. We've seen the word fat like 6 times so far.
Yep. That's just kind of it's a weird talk spot.
Yeah.
They
She's a comedian. I get it.
more deprecation again in the
Sorta?
humor. I guess so.
It's not because she's a tiny woman, as we've talked about.
that's
She's
the
probably
weird thing
never
is-
been fat, but she just
right.
tells a lot of fat jokes.
That's strange.
And one of the looking back at the Lost Saucer, which was the Sid and Marty Krofft, there was an entire episode kind of like WALL-E where it's an Earth where everyone has gotten fat because pushing buttons is more important than doing anything.
Okay.
And so everybody's fat, and being obese is idolized, and being fit is punishable. And that like the moral of the story is just not to be obese. So
she has kind of whack body image things. I guess.
yeah.
All right.
She did a lot of bad things for a lot of girls.
Oh gosh. Notwithstanding her Sesame Street.
Yeah, and then she went on to be in Sesame Street for like 2 decades. Oh, tickles.
Yeah, they're a little handsy in this.
They're a little handsy. Yeah, she's very handsy. And this was the moment I turned on Ruth Buzzi. Like, there's like, that's just really not great humor. Like, I will take Phyllis Diller like
Yeah, she's great.
forever.
We watched her the other night behind the scenes. We got Fozzie's comedy up here. And in this, he's just being the straight man.
Forced into it.
Yep,
Right?
Statler and Waldorf are just like firing off of him. And it turns out to be one of his more successful on-stage performances, much to his... You know what? He leans into it, though. He's like, hey, whatever makes me great. That's what I like about Fozzie. He just wants to be great. He just
Gonzo wants to be great.
He is great. He is great. Fozzie wants to be great.
Yeah, fair enough.
Huge difference. See, this is my... He's trying to say...
You're the
this
greatest
is my
straight man
act.
in the business.
Yeah, he's the greatest straight man in the business. I love Fozzie.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like his little set. I like his felting. I like his fur. You know what I mean?
He's a little Matty.
I love him. So this is fucking weird, right?
I think it's funny.
So this is a sketch where Ruth Buzzi is playing a prisoner, being interrogated by a frackle, and what do they call those? The generic Muppets.
A lieutenant, 1st Battalion.
And it's just kind of like you will tell me everything. We have ways to make you talk. That kind of, I feel like that was like a bit.
Yeah.
You know?
There was a lot of military movies and shows and such in this era.
So weird to think it's only like 30 years removed from World War II.
Right. And they're making like big jokes.
Yeah. Oh, and like Vietnam just ended.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's like we used to watch the Muppet Show followed by MASH. Like I don't know.
Yeah, okay. What was before it for you?
I don't remember. I just remember the Muppet Show and MASH. That was it.
For me,
in our house.
It was Lawrence. For a time, it was Lawrence Welk, and then the Muppet Show, and then it was Hee Haw, and then
I
the
never
Muppet
liked
Show.
Hee Haw.
I didn't like either.
Okay, so it was Hee Haw, Muppet Show, MASH.
That sounds right.
So because I remember like always being upset if we started watching TV early and I had to watch Hee Haw because I did not enjoy it.
Well, we talked through that bit, but I mean that was basically the bit.
She's just an overshare. That's all it is.
She's an overshare once you give her the serum or whatever.
Just a slight prodding.
Right. So here in the backstage bit, we have the automaton mechanical wind-up faux Constantine talking to Piggy. Piggy's into it. Piggy doesn't realize that this is a doppelganger.
She just wants somebody to whisper sweet
or
nothings.
Just doesn't care.
And wind up Kermit provides.
Yeah.
Much like Constantine.
So this bit is notable for the fact that it is the first mention of bouncing baby figs as a result of their cohabitation. Bouncing baby figs, of course. Frog, pig. I mean, you get it right.
Yeah, okay. It's adorable. Oh, baby figs. I mean, that's a wind-up automaton that learns fast.
It really does. It knows exactly what to do. And also notable, but maybe debatable, first Miss Piggy karate chop.
Oh.
We're at least going to get a... So it's debatable. Oh my God. Look at the puppetry on that, though.
Yeah.
It's great.
A robot Muppet.
Oh, I love it when he gets the
face.
scrunchy face. Yep. Yep. So, again, we have the Talking House segment here. I think only first and second season. Maybe just the first. It feels like an HBO, something that would happen like between... I know you didn't have HBO, but it seems like very HBO for some reason.
Oh, closing number. It's a nice gauzy outfit.
You know what? And a funny thing, she says this is the closing number, but there's actually a segment after this. That's funny you said that. Oh, well. So we have Ruth Buzzi and Sam the Eagle introducing a number, and when she says it's the Gogolalia, the Gogolalia. Oh my fuck. And when she says it's the, how do you say that? Here,
Gogolala.
And when she announces the name of the jug band,
there you go.
Sam just says this is going to be complete garbage. He is not.
He's not a jug band fan, despite all of the Americana behind a jug band.
And that's so weird, right? This couldn't get any more Americana.
It just needs to be cultured. It needs to be cultured.
Right. So they're singing the song, "You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd."
Fair enough.
which I know very little about other than the fact that it was a Roger Miller song. And I believe
He's been in a buffalo herd, though.
And I believe he is a future Muppet Show guest.
Nice.
Roger Miller. But I like these Muppets. I like these hillbilly Muppets. And that one in the middle there looks like a Fraggle. Not a Frackle, but a Fraggle. It looks like a Fraggle with teeth.
Okay, so this panel discussion, I feel like this is one of the first times we've seen this panel discussion.
Possibly.
Where
I think there was in a Connie Stevens one, but I'm not sure. I don't remember.
I don't know if it was.
This is the panel discussion.
Gloria Goodbody, she's not being herself, she's being somebody else.
She's got a wig on. This is...
But it's like that CNN roundtable type.
Right,
They bring in the experts.
And in this panel discussion, they're discussing, is the human body obsolete? So again, more body image stuff. Yeah. And they talk about some weird, not weird stuff, but it's just like diet, and they discuss yoga, which must have been...
real new.
Yeah, like that's like transcendental meditation or whatever. It's the same sort of like, ooh, it's new age.
Physical fitness. And there's two pigs, so there's going to be a lot of pig jokes.
That's Paul the pig, and they were making out. Piggy was okay, so that's another thing. So this piggy is not fully formed. This isn't an off piggy. She's just randomly making out with other pigs. She doesn't do that. She likes amphibians.
She's actually, she's just doing stretches.
She's doing some
Thought she was
yoga.
going to straight up doing yoga, but no, she's just doing stretches.
So Ruth is demonstrating some lunges, I guess.
Nope, just some stretching.
In front of Sam. Okay.
Okay, she's actually doing yoga now.
Now
she's straight up doing yoga.
That's the suffering yak? I don't know yoga.
It's okay.
Oh, God.
Jeez. Okay, she's good.
Sam, what is... Oh, my God.
And
now the pigs
literally
are still
just
making out. Good God.
This is chaos.
Right in front of Kermit. This is a chaotic way to end an episode.
This is the end of the episode.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a lot.
She
just had to get her like a weird physical fitness, yoga, insanity out.
So, in this ending here, the automaton, quote, mechanical wind-up TV show host just goes awry.
Ruth Buzzi.
Starts, just repeating lines over and over again. It's a very, you know what?
Oh, yeah, and then there's the Muppet
mobbing
Mob.
her. Yep, they're tickling her.
I like the Muppet Mob.
I do like the Muppet Mob. I'd like to be mobbed by Muppets.
Yeah, that'd be
they're
great.
tickling her, whatever. Oh, my God.
As long as you don't fall off the stage.
Jesus. What a chaotic ending. What did you think about the Ruth Buzzi episode?
I have mixed emotions. I have mixed emotions about the Ruth Buzzi episode.
You want to just leave it there?
Yeah.
Yeah, that seems safe. I didn't mind it. I thought it was fine. When I was wishing the Muppet shows were available and streaming and that I had all of them, I wanted the good with the bad. And this one, maybe, it may be kind of bad, but it was all right. There was definitely redeeming qualities to it, so I enjoyed it.
Up next, we've got Rita Moreno.
Oh my gosh.
A real good one.
Oh, I can't wait to get to that one.
Yep.
Rita Moreno up next. So anyways, thank you for joining us. For more It's the Muppet Show podcast, you can now find us on all major podcast providers. Apple, Spotify, Stitcher, Google Podcasts, whatever that is. You can watch clips of us or listen to full episodes on YouTube at It's the Muppet Show podcast on YouTube. And of course, our ever-evolving website, It's the Muppet Show podcast.com. Bye.
Bye.
Yay!